Welcome back to Cooking with Toya Bodie. I'm Toya Bodie, obviously. But anyway, I'm going to do Cajun stuff, New Orleans style Cajun stuff burgers. These are ground chuck burgers. You can do any type of ground meat you want. I want to put that out there ahead of time. You can use chicken, turkey, whatever, lamb, whatever you want. This is ground chuck that I'm using. I'm stuffing it with a shrimp and pepper jack cheese mixture. I'm sorry. And I'm going to season it all with Cajun spices, and that's where that Cajun comes into play. Okay, so I have my shrimp already chopped up and just sauteed. I didn't even use any butter or anything like that. I just threw the shrimp in a pan, added seasonings, chopped it up, boom. Basically cut each shrimp in half. I have parsley chopped just to add a little pizzazz. And I have the ground meat already set up so I can show you exactly how I'm going to do it. This is pepper jack shredded. You want to get fancy smancy, you can use blue cheese if you want, any type of cheese, any type of filling. I actually thought about this cool idea of using a Southwest mixture, so you can add shredded chicken, a little bit of black beans, corn, cheese, that kind of thing. You can stuff this burger with whatever you like, honestly, even veggies if you're that into veggies inside of a juicy hamburger. But we're gonna get started with that. Now, to make the big base, we have this ball right here. You see this? This is the size of a ball that ground meat that I use, like palm size. It's like the size of 2.5, maybe 3 meatballs put together. And I don't work the ground meat too much because that makes the burger tough. So even with seasoning it or putting it together, I try to fluff it a lot. What you can do with it is just bring it together. You don't want to work it like it's a pizza dough or anything like that. You just want to calmly, you see it's not even or anything right here. It has a bunch of dips, so it's not a perfect ball. So what we're going to do, take the fist, push it right in the middle, and that's the most aggression you're going to show the ground meat. You see? Just like this. Now what we're going to do, we're going to work this, and not too much, but what you're going to do is make a thin kind of flat meat plate, almost a cup, you know, so it's not going to be thick. Now I know I have burgers right here, they look like they're the size of my head, but they look so big because they have something inside of them. There's a cavity that's filled with shrimp and cheese and all of that jazz, right? So we're going to continue to flatten this out. Now seasoning it, what I did mine, you can do yours a whole nother way, whatever tickles your pickle. But what I do, I sprinkle some seasoning right in the middle. All right, got that going. And you see you want it flat. It's about that thick. And think about this, for a burger, that's not that thick, you know? So one portion of the burger is going to be that thick, and then you're going to have the filling and then a little bitty other closure. So I'll show you that. So this whole process to do these 5 burgers, after having everything in place, I would say about maybe 15 minutes, you know, stopping off and on to do different stuff, you know, but 15 minutes. Now we're going to take the shrimp mixture, bring this over here, take the shrimp, put it right in the middle. Now I like cutting them in half so it can be tiny, even portion pieces, but got tired halfway through. Those have chopped up shrimp. This one is not, it's not chopped up, it's whole little tiny pieces. And you use the smaller shrimp, of course. That's the easiest thing to use, you know, to fill this. All right, one more shrimp. I'll make sure this is a show burger so you guys can see exactly how this is going to work out. So now we have the seasoned shrimp inside of the ground meat. Let the meat rest, get good daylight, It's a good thing. We have the pepper jack shredded cheese. Any type of cheese will do. Any type of filling will do. It will work perfect. Even if, oh my God, a turkey burger with dressing in the middle. That's some serious stuff. Thanksgiving Day burgers instead of doing turkey if you don't like turkey, you know. That's actually a genius idea. Anyway, a little bit more seasoning because you don't want anything to become a little bland, okay? That's Scarytown, USA. So you can see how this looks. This looks like a little meat pizza pie, right? All right. Put this down right here. Now we're gonna work on the top. The top, half the size of the actual meatball that you saw before. You see it's a lot smaller. So what we're going to do with this, and again you can see it's kind of breaking apart because I didn't work it together too much because I wanted to have that fluffy juicy kind of feel at the end. Now we're going to make this a flat little sheet. Now once you get the hang of it, it won't take long at all. You'll go right through it. You know, you have to imagine that I'm doing stuff, prepping stuff, you know, talking, doing stuff like that in the middle. But if you were just at home by yourself doing this, it wouldn't take long at all. One good patty flat with this one. And you want to make this flat because, again, this is going to cover the cheese and everything mixture. Look how thin this is. You see what I'm saying now? It looks really big, but once you put the burger together and stuff like that, you see that, oh wait, the size is pretty much from the filling. So now we're going to cover that up. The bottom is going to be bigger than the top. Then you're going to close it up and you've made your little meat pie. Now with this, what you're going to do is you're going to season the outside, of course. Now if your family, you know, I always tell people with my channel that it's one of those things where people kind of assume that you just cook meals just to cook meals to share with people. No, baby, this is going to be my family's dinner. So, you know, I cook according to my household and taste buds. So if I don't add something in certain things, like some people add, I grew up with chopped vegetables in mine, like grilled onions and stuff like that, and bell peppers, all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't work for my household at all. So now you can see how big it is. You see, it's not so bad, you know. You're just gonna have to take your time cooking it, no rushing. But if you're short on time, you can do the most brilliant thing. Piece of cheese fell out. You can do the most brilliant thing in the world. Give it a quick sear, like fry it, give it a good caramelization on both sides. Pop that baby in the oven for the rest of the way. That's it. Now we're going to add some finishing touches. Now the Cajun seasoning blend, pick any one you find. Google it. Go to Amazon.com. They sell everything outside of small children.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But I want you to get familiar with seasoning blends and stuff like that. If you're on Pinterest, you can find me there as well. Chef Toya Boudy, B-O-U-D-Y. And I try to pin seasoning blends and stuff like that. Crafty little tips that I think a lot of the viewers will need, and that might help them and stuff like that. So you can see how perfect this is. Not too bad, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the stove. I have the pan getting ready. We're going to give it a good searing and get it going, okay? Alright, so we're back. We have the sliced hamburger because it's attractive that way. You get to show off all the goodness that's inside of it. So I put on top of it sharp cheddar jack with sauteed mushrooms and bacon. You can do whatever you like. You know, I told you before, this is your house, your rules. But this is my house right now. But I prefer my sandwich to be like this, but you can switch it up, do sriracha mayonnaise, aromatized sauce, whatever you want to add on, whatever condiments you like. Okay, so now as far as putting it together, the burger itself, When it comes down to the burger, make sure that you primp the sides really well, okay? Primp the sides really well and don't aggressively flip the burger. Just ease it on over to the other side. That was funny. I didn't mean for it to be funny, but it was. But anyway, you can ease it on over. Don't take a long time doing that. I mean, don't move it fast. That's what I'm saying. Also, for the flipaholics out there, don't flip the doggone piece of meat over and over and over again. Just keep it on one side, trust it, let it cook, watch it. My biggest thing with cooking a thick burger, I always watch for the brown at the bottom to creep up to the red at the top. And that's when I know I want to flip it, okay? All right, so try to keep it low on the flipping, that situation, and that's about it. Serve it with some French fries, garlic fries, whatever you want to serve it with. Do that, enjoy it, switch it up, add your own flavors to it. You can even add lobster meat in the middle of it, whatever you want to do, okay? All right, so make sure you click subscribe, share with a few friends. Also, if you haven't followed me on any social media channel, do so. Like right now, do so. All right, so thank you for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down, don't give it a thumbs down. No, not at all. All right, so see you next time. Bye.